This is Uniting Friends Radio. The voice for people with learning disabilities.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Good afternoon, everybody.
Good afternoon.
And just so we cover everywhere in the world, just say good evening, everybody.
You can.
I can. Good evening, everybody.
Good evening.
Okay, now we're going to tell the people out there that they are listening to
Uniting Friends Radio.
and we are
Voice for people with learning disabilities.
just in case they didn't get that, I'll tell them it's Uniting Friends Radio, and we are the voice for people with learning disabilities.
Correct.
A very croaky good morning. Got a cold,
is that?
but I'll struggle on. Yes,
again.
It's
something.
Producer Joe's fault. He passes these germs around to everybody, and he's got rid of his cold, but now he's giving it to me.
Yay.
Yeah, so if it sounds croaky, it's all Producer Joe's fault. So yes, everybody's
You
looking.
have to blame it on someone.
Oh, yeah, that's right, John, and it has to be Producer Joe.
Yep.
Every single time. Everybody's looking nice and happy. Let's go around the table and say a special hello to everybody. So all the people out there know everybody in here by name. So sitting next to me for the first time on my side of the table, that's because you've gone up in the world, is our Words of Wisdom man and new Public Relations Officer, Patrick.
Hello, everyone.
Now, Patrick, can you cope with this newfound responsibility?
Oh, absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah.
You take it in your stride.
I will indeed.
Lots of deep breaths if it gets too much for you. Okay,
Alright.
lovely. And he does a good job. He's done a good job already. Moving on.
Always relax if you get stressful as well.
Yes, that's right. We've got all about that later on. Thanks, John. Right, moving on. We have one of our originals. We have Robbie.
Hello, everybody.
Give Robbie a round of applause.
Thank you.
Everybody gets
Thank
a round
you.
of applause.
Thank you,
Yay. How are you?
Why, thank you.
Are you recovered from the
Good.
quiz evening last night?
Yes, it was.
We'll talk about that a bit
We'll talk about later.
Okay, nice to see you, Robbie.
Thank you.
Next to Robbie, we have a new recruit, and his name is
David.
Yay! He introduced himself. Very, very good. How are you, David?
I'm alright, thank you.
You looking forward to the show?
Yes, thank you.
Good. I hope you enjoy yourself. You've got Robbie on one side and someone else on the other that I'm going to introduce you to, and they're going to be looking after you this morning. All right?
Yeah.
Okay. Next to you, on your left, is the incomparable. He is incomparable, isn't he?
He is incomparable.
The incomparable Mr. John Eliff.
I'm always around.
Yes, he's always here.
Can't get
Another original, of course.
Absolutely.
Been here for about 25 years now, haven't you, John?
Man of
It feels like it.
Feel like it, yeah.
Thanks
2
very much,
years.
John. Well, yeah, no, but it feels like 25. Now, a couple of new people as well sitting here. First of all, we'll do separately. It's Christopher.
Hello.
How are you, Christopher?
I'm good.
Yes?
Yeah.
Looking forward to the show?
Yes.
Good.
Okay, and your partner in crime next to you is the karaoke queen herself. It's the lovely Mel.
Hello.
How are you, darling?
I'm fine, thank you.
You're good with the microphone. We saw that at the gig that
Yeah.
we did. Yeah, you know
yeah.
exactly what you're doing.
She won.
Yes, she did. Yes, we'll talk about that later
Okay.
on
Oh,
as well.
we will
She-
talk, definitely.
Oh yes. Oh yeah, that's the job. That's the job. Okay, now we've got to introduce him, I suppose.
Charming.
Even though he did give me his cold
Yeah.
and his germs and everything else. It is the one and only. Thank goodness, there's only the one.
Get on with it.
Producer Joe.
Yay!
It's Producer Joe.
Applaud myself.
Does he give himself a round of applause, or do you give him a
I
round of
did.
applause?
I did.
Okay.
Yeah, hi. And
yes.
And before we go any further, there's one other person without whom this radio show just wouldn't work properly.
Tony.
And that's Tony!
Yay! Tony is here.
He's doing the video.
He's doing the. Is there anybody else?
Oh,
here?
there-
And don't forget one more person.
And who would that be?
That's for you.
Hey,
That's
that?
Jez.
Hey, that's
Jeremy.
me.
Yes.
Yes, I'm the
Thought
one
himself
trying
as well.
to steer this rocky ship through these stormy seas of Uniting Friends Radio.
Yep.
That was good, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was really good.
That's all right.
Okay, I'll move on quickly.
Yeah, move on.
It is lovely to be back with you all. And we've got another great show for you. Thank you all for the lovely comments that you made about our last show. There were some nice comments about the
Yeah,
last
there.
show, wasn't there?
Yes,
I think there were. We have to apologise for the last show.
Why?
Well, if people listen to the show regularly, they know that we usually do a feature with you, Producer Joe,
Yeah.
Twitter Corner.
Yeah.
But actually, when we got to edit the show and put it online, there was no Twitter Corner. So there's only one person to blame, and that is Producer
Wow.
Joe.
So I suppose it was only my fault that the one section that disappeared was the one that I created.
Yes,
so.
and quite deservedly as
Thank
well.
heavens it wasn't any of the other ones, otherwise I would have been in real
We
trouble.
would have had to do a few
Yeah.
retakes, but as
So
it was yours, we didn't really care.
So there were people who commented last time. We'll get them in there this time.
We will. We'll squeeze them in. We'll squeeze
Yeah.
them in. Okay, we've got all the usual features. The show this month is called Staying Alive. And we're going to be talking about how you like to keep yourself healthy, And this makes for a lot of interesting chat, and we'll be talking about that in your shout later on.
Yay.
Okay, I'm going to move on swiftly. I'm going to ask Robbie here to give us our contact details. Would you please do that for
It'll
us,
be
Rob?
my
Start-
pleasure. Thank you, Jeremy.
Do carry on, Jeremy, eh? No, Jeremy, gosh, carry on.
Thank you. Here is our website address. It's unitingfriendsradio.com. Our email address is studio@unitingfriendsradio.com. Twitter @UFRadio.
That's the one.
Facebook or YouTube, search us for Uniting Friends Radio.
That's right.
Lovely.
It's really good. And also, Tricia, tell them how they can download the show as well. Each new show.
You can go to the website that Robbie just beautifully mentioned.
Beautifully.
And if you look down the page, there's a thing that says click to download our latest show, and you click on it, and it's all nicely new designed as
New
well.
designed,
so it looks
yeah.
lovely. And just download it from there. There's a little download button.
And they can keep us forever and ever.
Oh.
And why wouldn't they want
Keep
to
us
do
in our
that?
hearts.
Yes, that's right.
Their hearts, not ours.
Too much talk, producer Joe.
Sorry.
Let's have some
Music.
Music.
Okay.